Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. Today, I'm going to be looking at the album covers that were created by the company Hipgnosis. And, their very first album cover, and I didn't know this, was Pink Floyd's A Saucer Full of Secrets. And so I think I'm going to be looking at most of these in a minute. And what I'd like to do, kind of like a tier list without doing a tier list, I'm going to rate them from S for superior to A, B, C, D, and E. So let me see some great bands here. Humble Pie, Pink Floyd, The Pretty Things, then Syd Barrett, The Nice, T-Rex, Electric Light Orchestra, Rory Gallagher, The Hollies, more Pink Floyd, Audience, Wishbone Ash, Nazareth, Bad Company, 10cc, UFO, Al Stewart, Wings, AC/DC, Golden Earring. So yeah, every year, most of their album covers would really stand out. They weren't all great, as you will see, but overall, I think I did like their designs. They are very creative. But like I said, there are some bad ones. So they went up to 1983. The last one, I guess for a rock band, was Rainbows Bent Out of Shape. All right, let's look at these and let me know which ones you like the most or don't like the most. So like I said, I'll just quickly look at each album cover, and I'm not rating it because of the band or anything. I'm just, the visual of the album cover. And so here we go. That's okay. I would give it like a C. Now this is The Gods with Ken Hensley. You can see him with the afro by the God's name, the bottom left, before he was in Uriah Heep. I think there's some other semi-popular band members in that. But for an album cover, it's like a C. This one, Pajama Limited Jug Band. Never heard of them. It's different. I'll still give it, I'll give it a B. It's very unique. This one is The Greatest Show on Earth, Horizons. I've seen this kind of image. I think there's another one later on with the Pretty Things that they kind of use a similar image. I'll give it a B. Toe fat. Weird. I'll give that a C. Let's move on. Yeah, this is kind of, when you see certain album covers, sometimes, they're not Hipgnosis, but for the most part, it's like, that looks like a Hipgnosis cover, and that certainly does. I'll give that a B. It's kind of boring. I'll give that a C. That's really disgusting. I'll give that a D. I'll give that a D. That's I'm going to give that an E. That's pretty bad. And once again, it's just weird, but it certainly gets your attention. So I'm going to give it a C. That kind of reminds me of the Black Sabbath debut. Kind of creepy. I'll give it I kind of like it in a way. I'll give it a B. That is a cool, sometimes the gatefold, you have to open it up, like for this one. I'm going to give that an A. That's not doing anything for me. I'll give that a C. Eggerbrotten Band, Inside Out. C. I like that for some reason. I'm going to give that a B. Obscured by Clouds, Pink Floyd. I don't like it. Do you? I'll give it a D. Blue Mink, A Time of Change. I'll give that a C. I hope I come across some good album covers here. Roger Cook, Meanwhile. That's a D. Glencoe. Never heard of them. I'll give that a D. I'll give that an S. That is S tier. In case you don't know, that's Pink Floyd. The Dark Side of the Moon. Eggerbrotten Band again. Aura. I'll give that like a C. Al Stewart, Past, Present, and Future, kind of boring. I'll give that a D. I like that one. Argent in Deep. I'm going to give that a B. I'll give that's S tier. It's awesome. Renaissance, Ashes Are Burning. There's something about that album cover I really do like. It's once again, it's unique. I'll give it a B. Wishbone Ash, Wishbone 4, kind of boring. I'll give that a C. Flash, that's a cool album cover. I'll give that a B. Yep. Humble Pie Thunderbox, a little disturbing. I will give that a D. Vinegar Joe, Rock and Roll Gypsy. D. I like that one. I'm going to give that a B. Babe Ruth. The Sharks, Jab It in Your Eye. I'll give that a D. Wishbone Ash, There's the Rub. I'll give that a D. I love that album cover. And I didn't know it was by Hipgnosis. I'm going to give that, and you can see the band members at the bottom there. I'm going to give it an A. Renaissance, Turn of the Cards. I'll give that a B. I kind of like that one. Peter Frampton, I'll give that a B. Roy Harper, Flashes from the Archives of Oblivion. E. Bad Company, very simple, but I still, I like the design of it. I'll give it a B. Love that. That is S tier. Blue Mink, Fruity. Give that like a C. I love that album cover. I'm going to give that that's S tier. It's really cool. Yeah, I remember having that on vinyl. It's very, very different. I'll give that a C. Love that album cover. I'm going to give that an A. UFO. It's kind of, once again, it's different. It kind of catches your eye. I'm going to give that a B. Let's move on. Yeah, there's the other one with the eye. C. That is S tier. That is kind of cool. I'll give it a B. And this is just, everybody's different with their opinions, right? So you're not going to agree with me, believe it or not. That's kind of boring. Give it a D. There's something about this album cover that's this kind of disturbing, but it's also kind of funny. I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to give that a D. I'm going to give that an E. 101 Strife Rush. That's a D. That was always kind of almost like evil, right? Why are their eyes blackened out? I'm going to give that a B. I love this. I love the album, but I also love the album cover. And there's, more pictures on the back and the inner sleeve. I'm going to give that a A. Kevin Coyne, Heartburn. It gives me heartburn looking at it. I give that a D. Although it is kind of cool with the person on the roof. So I'll move it up to a C. Yeah, I was surprised that Hipgnosis did this album cover. And, they had Linda McCartney, the great photographer. They didn't need to hire any company like Hipgnosis. And that's not a great album cover. But it does stand out. I'll give it a C. I like that one. I'm going to give that an A. That one, not so much. I'll give that a C. No. It just doesn't work for Black Sabbath. And that's a great album. It's very underrated. I'll give it a C because it certainly, once again, it kind of catches your eye. I love that album cover, and each of the characters tells us, one of the song titles, I guess. I'm going to give it that's an S tier. It's cool. That's okay. I'll give it like a C. That is creepy and kind of cool. I'll give it a B. I like that one. I'm going to give that an A. And they did that one too for Wings. Okay. Once again, a little on the boring side. I'll give it C. I like that one. And then on the back, you can see the band inside the limousine. I'm going to give that an A. Or maybe the gatefold. That one's very bizarre. I'll give it a C. That's a C. It matches the music inside. I'll give that an A. That's not very good. Pretty cheesy. I'll give it a C. That's not very good. Certainly not like the early Moody Blues album covers. I'll give that a D. That one is all right. I'll give it a C. That one I kind of like. I'll give it a B. Roy Harper, kind of boring. I'll give it a D. Al Stewart, the early years. That's kind of cool. I'll give it a B. Sammy Hagar. That's bad. I'll give it an E. Bad Company, Burning Sky, very underrated album. And I don't mind that album cover. I'll give it a B. That one with the pig, floating pig. I like it. I'll give it an A. Love that one. That's S tier. Oof. That's an E. Hawkwind, Quark, Strangeness, and Charm. I kind of like that. I'll give it a B. UFO, Status Quo, Live. I kind of like it. I'll give it a B. That's kind of weird with the fish. Yeah, I'll give it a D. Pez Band. D. That's okay. Drastic Plastic, I'll give a C. trying to be really, really arty. Richard Wright, Wet Dream. I'll give that a B. I like that one too, the blurry picture and everything, but I like it. I'll give it a B. I like that album cover by Styx, Pieces of 8. I'll give that a B. Robin Trower, Caravan to Midnight. Oof, that's bad. E. I know a lot of you might put this in E, but for whatever reason, I like that album cover. I'm going to give it a B. And I love the album too. I like that one. Little different. I'll give it a B. Oh, just too much going on there. It hurts my eyes. I'm going to give that a D. That's a cool album cover. It's known as Scratch. I'll give that an A. That's a cool one. I'll give that an A. That's pretty bad. I'll give that a D. Renaissance, A Song for All Seasons. I'll give that I kind of like it. I'll give it a B. Synergy, Chords. Hate it. Give it an E. UFO, Obsession. Really weird. I'll give it a B. I kind of like that one. Bloody Tourist. That was the last 10cc album I ever bought. I'll give that a B. I'll give that a B, even though it hurts my eyes. Yeah, that's a D. That's a C. Don't mind that. Bad Company. Not too good. I'll give that a D. The Dukes. D. Oof. Give that a E. Greatest Hits. D. I kind of like that. Led Zeppelin and Through the Outdoor. I'll give it a B. Brand X. I'll give that a C. Gary Brooker from Procol Harum, No More Fear of Flying. I'll give that a C. Steve Hillage. Ooh, E. Freeze Frame, Godly Cream or Krem, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. D. UK, Danger Money. I'll give that a C. Mick Taylor, I like that album cover. Kind of classy. I'll give that a B. I'll give that a D. Ralph McTell. That's a D. Brand X, Do They Hurt? I'll give that a D. That's probably one of their worst designs. 10cc, look here, question mark. It's just bad. So that's an E. I like that one. I'll give that an A. Scorpions, once again, a bit disturbing. But I'll give that a B. UFO, No Place to Run. Pretty boring. D. Wishbone Ash, Just Testing. I'll give that a C. UFO, The Wild, the Willing, and the Innocent. E. Pink Floyd, A Collection of Great Dance Songs. I'll give it a B. It's different. I like that one. Difficult to Cure, Rainbow. I'll give that a B. Nick Mason from Pink Floyd, Fictionist Sports. That's an E. Def Leppard, High and Dry. That's a D. Roger Taylor's Fun in Space. That's a C. That's kind of boring again. I'll give that a D. Yeah, Tug of War. I don't like that album cover. Let me know if you do. I'm going to give that a D. Rainbow, Straight Between the Eyes. That's a D. Eye in the Sky. That's a D. Bad Company, Rough Diamonds. I know those are cutouts, but just looking at the album cover, I'll give that a D. Brand X Livestock. C. I love that album cover. A Saucer Full of Secrets. That's S tier. So yeah, the other album by the Gods with Ken Hensley, Genesis. Not the band Genesis. The album's called Genesis by the Gods. D. E. D. Love it. S tier. Umaguma. S tier. Probably might be my favorite Hipgnosis album cover. Atom Heart Mother, Pink Floyd. Quartermass. C. Parachute, Pretty Things. That's one weird album cover. I'll give it a D, but it's a great album. The Greatest Show on Earth, The Going's Easy. I'll give that a C. That's a cool album cover by Syd Barrett. I'm going to give that an A. Five Bridges, The Nice. Go back one. Yeah, that's kind of not too good. I'll give it a D. Picnic, A Breath of Fresh Air. I kind of like that. They're all wearing gas masks. I guess it's like a compilation. I'll give that a B. I'll give that a C. Gravy Train. Give that a C. T-Rex, Electric Warrior. I'm going to give that an A. Awesome album cover. Toe Fat 2. Very, very disturbing. I give that an E. Oh yeah, I see the band members there. LG. The Nice. I kind of like that. I'll give that an A. Metal, Pink Floyd. That's an ear, by the way. I'm going to give that an A. Love that album cover. I give that an A. Audience in The House on the Hill. Very creepy album cover. I like it. That's an A. Tear Gas. That's the band that went on to be the sensational Alex Harvey band with Alex Harvey. But that's a horrible album cover. I give that an E. Stackridge. That's an E. The Nice. That's not very nice. I'll give that like an E. Yeah. Fumble. I'll give that a D. Yeah, I always liked that album cover. Very classy. I'm going to give that S tier. It's really cool. I like that one too. Pretty Things, Freeway Madness. I'm going to give it a B. Danta. That's an E. Roger Cook, Minstrel in Flight. That's a D. Ooh, that's a worn out copy of on the third. I actually like the American version where they're all showing their belly buttons more than this one. Yeah, I'll give that a D. Not too interesting. Audience. That's kind of cool. I'll give that a B. Roy Harper, Life Mask. I'll give that a C. Various music from Free Creek. I don't know. D. That one, it's better than Love Beach. I'll give that a C. You know. What's going on there? I'll give that a B. Roy Harper Valentine. D. Fumble Poetry in Lotion. That's an E. Sid Barrett again. The Madcap Laughs and Barrett. So that's like a compilation of 2 albums. But I do like that. I'll give that an A. No comment. Let's move on. Bad Company. Straight Shooter. I'll give that a C. Roy Harper again. HQ. Give that a C. The Edgar Broughton Band. A Bunch of 45s. That's a D. The Greatest Show on Earth. Another compilation. That's like a D. Al Stewart, Modern Times. I like that one. That's an A. Venus and Mars. Yeah. I thought Linda McCartney did the photography, but maybe they just helped design it or something. But I like the simplicity of it. I'm going to give that an A. 10cc, How Dare You, my favorite 10cc album, but not a big fan of the album cover. I'll give it like a C. Electric Light Orchestra, that's like a C. Montrose, Jump on It, that's a D. That's a C. We're almost done here. The Winkies. I give that an E. Coda, I give that an E. Terrible album cover. 10cc, Deceptive Bends. I kind of always like that. I'll give that a B. Brand X, I'll give that a C. Sammy Hagar, C. Wishbone Ash, Live Dates, C. That must be like a compilation with Roy Wood there. C. Steve Harley, D. Straub's Deadlines, that's kind of cool. I'll give that a... I like that actually. It's disturbing. I'll give that an A. I'll give that a C. Pretty Things, Crosstalk, D. I love that album cover. XTC, Go To. This is a record cover. And they explain the whole thing. I'm going to give that's S tier because it's so original, right? 2 more to go. 10cc, the original soundtrack. I kind of like it. I'll give that a B. And then Al Stewart, Time Passages, great album. Oops, go back here. The album cover is okay. I'll give it like a B. And I think that's about it. So yeah. You know, overall, I don't think Hipgnosis was as great as I always think they are. But, you know, they do have some classics, of course. Houses of the Holy, Nazareth Rampant, Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Caravan, Cunning Stunts. You have to be careful how you say that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section below. Which ones you like the most and which ones you think are just horrible. But I would say for me, the worst of them is that 10cc album. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like the video, be sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment below. Bye.